Jai Srimanarayana. 115th Namam from Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam. Om Rudraya Namaha. O Srimanarayana, you have come down in so many divine forms. You have performed so many miraculous and divine activities. There are so many devotees. After seeing your divine activities, after remembering all your miraculous activities, out of joy, they have moved to tears. O Srimanarayana, your most beloved devotee, Nammalvar, whenever he remembers that you came down as Krishna in your young age, when Yasoda Mata trying to tie you with a stone, trying to tie you with so many small ropes, she put all those small ropes together and tried to tie you. Because there has been so many knots to that rope, those knots were pressing your beautiful divine the stomach. While recalling all this scene, Nammalvar moved to tears. Kanninun Sirutambinal Kattunna Panniya Perumayan. Oh my dear Paramatma, you have to come down like this. You had to get tied up with this kind of so many knotted thread. Like that, out of joy, out of concern towards you, Nammalvar moved to tears. O Srimanarayana, like this, with all your divine activities and divine personifications and divine incarnations, you make so many devotees move to tears out of joy and out of concern towards you. O Srimanarayana, can you please make my heart also so tender towards your divine activities and divine forms? Please help me inculcate that amount of devotion in my heart. O Srimanarayana, I surrender to your divine feet. Om Rudraya Namaha. Om Rudraya Namaha. Remembering such a beautiful scene where Yasoda Mata is tying Sri Krishna Paramatma with a rope which has so many knots to it. With that kind of scene running in our thoughts, and realizing such the Supreme Paramatma is right there within our own heart with 100% full amount of accessibility to giving to every one of us. With this kind of realization, with that kind of thought process, with the visualization of Sri Krishna Paramatma, let us sing the glory of Srimanarayana with all amount of devotion and tenderness. Srimanarayana, Narayana, Narayana, Srimanarayana, Narayana, Narayana. In Valmiki Ramayanam, Kaikamma is going to ask 2 boons from Dasaratha Maharaju. She is preparing Dasaratha Maharaju in every aspect and respect, in every possible way that he would be able to listen to that and he would be able to grant those two boons. Kaikamma is saying that, "Oh Raja, now I am asking. Now itself I am going to ask those two boons. Here is the first boon. Abhisheka Samarambho Raghavasya Upakalpitaha." Whatever the ingredients, whatever the material, whatever the arrangements you have done for Sri Rama Pattabhishekam, with the same arrangements, with the same ingredients, with the same material, anenaiva abhishekena bharato me abhishicyatam, with the same material and with the same ingredients and with the same arrangements, go ahead and do Pattabhishekam to my son Bharata. Oh Raja, this is my first boon. Now listen to me, the second boon that I am going to ask. Navapanchacha varshani dandakaranyamashritah. My second boon is Rama has to go to Dandakaranyam and live there for 14 years. You know how? Oh Raja, Rama has to go. Chirajina Jatadhari Ramo Bhavatu Tapasaha. Just like a tapasa, just like a muni, just like a sage, Rama has to go into Dandakaranyam. Rama cannot be wearing such wonderful garments. Rama has to wear naravastras. Rama has to have matted hair. With that kind of form, he should be living in Dandakaranyam for 14 years. Raja, this is my second boon. Bharata Pattabhishekam Rama Vanavasam. Raja, now itself, right now you have to do these two things. Come on, stand on your own words that you gave me. You cannot skip that. Raja, if you do this, you will be famous in all three worlds. Like this, Kaikamma emphasized and forcing and disclosing those two boons to Dasaratha Maharaju. The moment Dasaratha Maharaju heard those words, he immediately got fainted and slowly again coming back to conscious. Dasaratha Maharaju thinking that, am I dreaming or is my mind is wavering? What is happening to me? He just sat down on the ground and saying to Kaikeyi that, Chi, what is this going on? Like that he said and again fainted back, again got into unconscious. Then came back to conscious again, came back to senses again. Started saying that while looking at Kaikeyi, the looks that Dasaratha Maharaju has towards Kaikeyi is like with his vision itself. Is he going to really burn Kaikeyi? To that extent of anger, to that extent of disgustness is there in the vision of, in the looks of Dasaratha Maharaju towards Kaikeyi. Then Dasaratha Maharaju is saying that, "Oh Kaikeyi, I realize now you have come into my life to destroy my entire dynasty. You are so much bad. All bad thoughts are there in your mind. Kim krutam tavaramena papam. What is the bad thing? What is the papam Rama has done towards you? Pape maya piva. What did I do papam towards you? Ho Kaika, Rama loves you so much. Rama likes you so much. Rama respects you so much. How did he even thought came to your mind to do such harmful thing to Rama? Like this, Dasharatha Maharaju, out of so much of grief, while getting so much shaken, trying to talk to Kaikeyi. What is going to be the next scene? We will learn tomorrow with meditation upon Sri Sita Ramachandra Swami. Until now, they are having a happy life in Ayodhya, and very soon, poor Ramachandra Swami along with Sitamma now had to go to Dandakaranyam. With that kind of visualization, thought process, and while doing Harati Mangalasasanam to our beloved Ramachandra Swami, let us sing the glory of Sita Ramachandra Swami. Rama Rama Dasharatha Rama, Rama Rama Dasharatha Rama, He He Raja Rama, He He Raja Rama, He He Sita Rama, He He Sita Rama. From today onwards, 13th sloka. Rudro Bahusira Babhruhu Visvayonihi Suchisravaha Amrutaha Sasvataha Sthanuhu Vararoho Mahatapaha. Om Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Jai Srimannarayana. Om Rudraya Namaha. Om Rudraya Namaha. Om Rudraya Namaha.